MGF Dragboxes are simple to assemble, robust, two-sided excavation shield systems, designed to be installed by an excavator using the excavate and lower or dig and drop installation method. Dragbox systems should not be used in very weak ground, especially very soft clays and peats, or where significant groundwater is present. They should only be used in ground that will stand to the excavated depth for the anticipated duration of the works. Dragboxes are suitable for installation of utility pipes where ground movement is not critical. One dragbox can be used to install entire pipe runs. They are not suitable for use with multiple service crossings. Dragboxes are supplied as panels which are propped off from each other with telescopic steel struts.
There are a range of different panels lengths and heights, and some panels can be used as top panels to achieve depths of up to 5.1 meters.
Before any work starts, the user must carry out a task-specific risk assessment or method statement to produce a safe system of work. Throughout the assembly of MGF Dragboxes, it is advised to implement an exclusion zone around the excavator assembling and installing the box. MGF recommend that the excavator capacity be at least 5 times the weight of the assembled drag box. It is advised to provide a clear, level area for inspecting, assembling and disassembling drag box components. All components should be laid on the ground on timber skids. Panels should be laid so the strut pockets are facing skyward. Prior to assembling the box panels, all components should be inspected. Drag box panels are usually connected together using telescopic struts, however short, rigid, fixed-length struts can also be used. This animation will detail assembling drag boxes using telescopic struts. The telescopic struts should be built up to the correct length by sleeving the inner within the outer and securing using the supplied connecting pin and R-clip.
The struts should now be located within the pockets of the drag box by lifting vertically using a suitably rated shackle and a single leg chain and lower in the strut pocket.
Throughout this operation, be mindful of all finger trap hazards. The strut is secured to the panel using a pin and R-clip. The pins should be inserted so they point towards the bottom of the panel. Once all struts are secured, the opposing panel should be lowered over the top of the struts and secured in place. This may require working at height. Drag box panels are supplied as left-hand and right-hand panels. To flip the panel, simply chock in front of the base of the panel and attach 2 chain legs to the upper lift points. The panel can now be lifted using a 4-leg chain and lowered in place. Care should be taken to ensure the strut pockets line up with the strut ends. Struts and R-clips should now be installed.
Ensure chains are taut throughout this process.
If the panels do not have 4 accessible lifting points, then they should be lifted using slings. The assembled drag box should be stored so it is stable. This may change dependent on its width or panel type.
Should an increased depth be required, then 5 by 1.8 meter and 7.5 by 2 meter drag box panels can be used as top units to 5 meter long and 7.5 meter panels respectively. These top units should be assembled in the same way as the base panels. Once the top unit is assembled, the base and top units are moved into a vertical orientation so they can be connected.
Lift the top and carefully lower it over the base, so the base to top connection details on the top panel sleeve over the lifting lugs on the base panels. Leave the chains connected while the base to top connecting pins are installed. These should be inserted from the outside of the box inwards, securing with an R-clip. Excavate to formation level. Ensure no operatives stand near the edge of the trench until the drag box is installed. Locate the spoiler suitable enough distance away to not impose a surcharge on the excavation. It is recommended to overdig the width of the trench, so the drag box can be easily lowered into place. The ends should be sufficiently battered back. The use of a single leg swivel chain and guide rope can assist with positioning the drag box. Flying of the box above the base of the excavation is not recommended. Safety equipment can now be installed. Always work from a position of safety. MGF's Type 2 ladder safe are designed for use with MGF drag boxes. For product-specific details, please refer to the relevant safe system of work guidance. Subject to an inspection, the excavation is now safe to enter.
Only access the box via a suitable secured ladder placed within the box. Never enter via the ends or faces of an unsupported excavation.
The box must only be moved by pre-digging ahead of the box and then carefully lifting and dragging the unit via the front struts using the bucket of the excavator. Care must be taken to ensure the outside faces of the box are not side-loaded by the ground. Backfill at the back of the box prior to dragging. This process continues until the job is completed.
Safety equipment can now be removed. Care must be taken while attaching the 4-leg chain. If the ground is not side-loading the drag box panels, then the box can simply be lifted out of the excavation, so it can be disassembled. If the drag box is stuck, then it's recommended to use an extraction chain, applied to each corner in turn, to break the adhesion between the panel and the ground. Following this, the box can be lifted out using a 4-leg chain. If a top box is installed, this must first be removed by removing the base to top connecting pin and lifting clear off the base. To disassemble, flip the box and remove the upper panel connecting pins and lift the panel off. The struts can now be removed by removing the pins and lifting out using a single leg chain. Remove the central strut connecting pin to separate the struts. All components should be cleaned and neatly stored on timber skids or pallets to be returned to MGF.